on the brokerage side, it's very much so, hey, if I build this tool, it's like, hey, if it's the old phrase, if I build it, they will come, right? If I can build something, differentiate on tech, which is such a buzzword these days, then agents will want to respond and use this technology and join my brokerage for that reason.
And I'm curious, like what you've heard some of those guys you're talking about. I mean, we both know them all. Would you say it's successful for them in general? Like, I haven't talked to many of these guys to be honest, but
Yeah, I mean, in these specific examples, is it successful? It depends how you measure it. I mean, I guess that's a bit of a cop-out answer, isn't it? I don't know.
no, but
The,
maybe you don't know with these
well,
guys. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so one I can think of right off the top, the one who did their own submission platform, it's too
right.
early to tell.
Yeah,
The one who did their own payroll software, that's been successful. I think
yeah,
from nothing else other than their internal operations, they have hundreds of agents and they're pretty slick with their payroll. So if it's not a recruiting tool, it's a tool for their internal team, right? It's paid off. And then the third one, which is they've made their own CRM, which is something obviously we very near and dear to our heart. I think that's been more of a failure. I don't want to um, put anyone down or anything. I don't know the specifics of it, but if I had to guess, and the reason I say that just from what we know is a lot of those agents have actually come and used Blue, right? So hey, I could have this what it was supposed to be a very technologically advanced CRM out of the box ready to go. I don't have to pay a cent for it. People are more willing, and their whole brokerage is saying use it, use it, use it, use it. They're saying I'm going to not use it. I'm going to pay extra money. I'm going to get my own system just because it
yeah,
has that many more capabilities. So that one I think is more, but maybe again we're just a little bit biased.
yeah. And I
So
mean,
it's
the
hit or miss, right? It's hit or miss.
often the pitch I think from these brokerages is just like they understand that there's a bit of a barrier to get moving in the broker world. Like if I just become an agent, I pass my test. Okay, now I need a website. Okay, now I need strategies on how to follow up. Now I need reports. Now I need follow-ups when a mortgage closes, etc. And these brokerages understand that if they can reduce those barriers and just say, "Hey, give me $60 a month for this tool that I built," now the agent can have a sigh of relief. They can just focus on mortgages. So I get the pitch.
Right.
Like you said, it's not always done properly. I don't even know if any of these or all of these brokerages charge their agents for it. I think a lot of them do, or they make it part of a
Well, I think it just
package or
depends
something.
again, right? Like the payroll thing, it's like I'm not charging you because that's actually making my life easier.
Yeah,
Right?
true.
So why would
Yeah,
I
yeah.
charge you? Whereas, and then for the submission platform one, this is kind of a more sinister, not sinister, but sneaky, which is that maybe they're not charging, but they get, we talked about this on a previous episode, where they get fees, right? So they're using Filogics as pipes or whatever, and so they get some of that origination fee. So it's really kind of the evolution of something how like Boss or Velocity has evolved, which is it started out with brokerages, then went to a network. Hey, use our tool to submit your deals. Hey, it's going to be easier, but also on the back end, the brokerage is going to see a benefit for it. And I think the other way that it's hit or miss too, I think it also depends on the agent that they're going after, right? So I think if it's a brand new agent who's like, bright-eyed and just wants to get going and doesn't have time to figure out all these things, it's great. But for that 10-year broker who's savvy, who knows the business, who knows the ins and outs, who knows the tech, who knows everything, they're going to do their own thing no matter what. So I think
Yeah.
it's also, hey, if you're a brokerage, you think about these types of things. What kind of brokers are you going after? Are you going after what Scott would call Scott Peckford, those rookie agents, or are you going for, hey, the more senior agents, or are you trying to do a bit of both? How are you pitching it? And that can kind of determine, or at least guide you on where to focus in your tech and how you can be successful.